Hello and welcome to A Study in Chaos. My name is Kat. I publish under the pen name Kat Leo, and I do stuff online at KatsChaosCafe. And this is A Study in Chaos where I ramble about things, essentially. Um, today's we're gonna talk about my week 2 as a full-time chaotic entity. But before we get into that, um, life was very busy. And I've begun puppy sitting, so I did not post any episodes last week. So I'm sorry. I forgot to. I didn't do that. But some good things happened, and a lot of things happened. So I'm gonna let's get into the actual what happened. In the show notes, I will link to the post of my regular Substack post that I'm trying to do a weekly right throughout the week post that is a sort of reflection on that week. Um, so let's talk full-time chaotic entity week 2, essentially. The post I actually title it Cats Crafting and Creative Messes, a full-time chaos log. Um, and I'm playing with the format of it and seeing how I like it. So I think I'm going to do this post instead of doing my day's intentions and what I actually achieved here in the podcast. I'm doing this weekly post over on the Substack, and then I'm going to try, no promises, but I'm going to try and make my Monday post for here, A Study in Chaos, to be me sharing essentially that post and going over it and using it as kind of my structure or my outline for the Monday post episodes. So I did post my week 1 uh, post last week. I didn't record that episode, but that one was titled "To Be a Full-Time Chaotic Entity." Um, and then I also watched um, some videos, and I ended up buying a crochet pattern. Okay, I was naughty and I bought a crochet pattern. I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I did, and it actually helped me figure out some not just with that pattern, but also with some other projects. It helped me figure out some other ways, figuring out some issues with the crocheting I was having anyway. So it was nice that happened. Um, and I began working on currently it's slightly a secret project, but it's not fully a secret project. I'm gonna try and create like this quarterly packet type thing that people can get on my Ko-fi for like free or pay what they want. Um, Members would get it like if you support me on Ko-fi, Patreon, my website, those locations would get it like in advance. Um, and whereas everyone else, it would become available to the public during like a week or two before the quarter starts. I think I haven't fully decided on how that's going to work, but I've started developing this idea that I personally would like to use for myself, and then potentially if others like it, that's cool too, type of thing. But it's gonna have like trackers and like a mini stay home retreat guide, suggestion guide, um, and it's all gonna be themed. So it's gonna be like this little PDF packet thing that you can go through if you want. Um, and I also crocheted a granny square. So, because I have um, last week I did the math because I'm making several blankets, okay? And the one for my stepdad is a granny square blanket where I'm actually making the like little 6 inch by 6 inch squared squares, granny squares. I have to make like 225 of them. So many granny squares, so many. It's just a lot. And I've only made 2 of them so far, and I wanted this blanket to be for Christmas for my stepdad. So, your girl's gonna have to make so many granny squares. Um, Monday, um, I finished draft 1 of Briar's Hollow in the Archive, and I am stinking excited. Okay, I am so stinking excited. Draft 1 is officially done. You guys, since I have become a full-time chaotic entity, I have actually written, I 4 or 5 chapters I've written after not having written truly for almost a month. So like I'm actually doing words and I have the energy to write words. Um, so this month in August, I'm hoping to work on draft 2 of Briar's Hollow in the Archive. But because I'm crazy, I'm gonna work on draft 1 of the second novella as well, just so I have chapters coming out. Even if I don't have one every like even if they're not coming out frequently, they'd still be coming out type of thing. I also learned how to make scrunchies, um, like hair scrunchies that are made with crochet. So you take a hair elastic and you crochet. I passionate Kelsey on YouTube is who I watched her YouTube, one of her tutorials for how to make scrunchies, and I really liked it. So I made a couple following her tutorial, and then I was playing with it, and I came up with a slight variation in it that I liked a little bit more for me personally. So the girls might be, I might sell scrunchies. I don't know, not 100% decided, but it sounds like, I mean, there's something I can just make and like take a break from whatever I was already doing, make a scrunchie, and then go back to work type of thing. So that's fun. I did puppy sit several times, and Sassy is not impressed. She's not impressed at all with me puppy sitting. I taught the puppy how to go down the stairs, like how to walk down the stairs, because he doesn't have to go up and down stairs, where he lives. So I taught the dog how to go up and down the stairs, and then Sassy decided to sit like 2 steps down from the top, and like she pulled a "you shall not pass" on the puppy. Like the puppy was not allowed to go up the stairs. Speaking of Sassy's, she just climbed in my lap. Um, Also, so while I crochet sometimes, if I'm not down here and I'm not doing stuff on my computer at the same time, I'll actually go upstairs and pop in, because I own the all of the DVDs for Leverage. Um, I will watch Leverage with the commentaries on and just crochet. I don't know why, but that is such a good time to me. It's just crocheting and watching Leverage commentaries of because they did a commentary, like the producers did a commentary on every single episode of Leverage. Chef's kiss. Okay, I love them for this. um I didn't, after finishing the first draft of Briar's Hall in the Archive, I didn't actually write anymore last week because I ended up crocheting, and then my family reunion was this last weekend. So I didn't go the first night of the reunion because I was waiting to get paid, but also I was like preparing food for Saturday. So because of my onion allergy, it's just safer if I take food with me rather than risk an allergic reaction. So I made a rice bowl, and then I also got a sub from Subway, and that is what I took to my family reunion for me to eat. I also, on Friday, August 1st, I made some bread. I made some chocolate chip focaccia. I use a focaccia dough recipe with some slight adjustments, and then I roll chocolate chips into it and turn it into like a little loaf. And so it's like this nice little chewy bread, but it's pretty good, okay? And it was my best one yet. Which I didn't even realize I accidentally, unintentionally participated in um uh oh, what's it called? The August 1st, it's a festival, it's like the first harvest, Lammas, I think it's what it's called. Either way, I accidentally participated in it. Didn't even realize I did it. Um but Saturday the 2nd was all family. My stepdad drove me out to my dad's house. Um and it was like 10 a.m. when I got to the family reunion. My aunt ended up picking me up from my dad's and taking me just so, because I was ready, and she was like, "I just picked up your great aunt. Like, I could stop and swing by and pick you up too, and you don't have to." Because my dad shows up a little bit later. Um, But so from like 10 a.m. Saturday till 7 p.m., 8 p.m., around there, I was outside because my family reunion is outside, it's not inside. And it wasn't hot hot, but it was still warm. And I probably did not hydrate as much as I should have. I definitely should have been drinking more fluids. I'm getting better at it. I'm still not very good at it. But I got to see like people that I only see once a year, and it was great. And I got to see my great aunt. She's doing better. She because she just moved into an assisted living location, and I hadn't talked to her since she'd moved in, and I am so happy that she likes it there. I was worried because like she had to sell her house. The house hasn't fully sold yet. They're in the process of selling it, but I'm just so glad that she actually likes it there. She likes the staff, she said. My dad actually was the one who drove her home using my aunt's car because my great aunt can't get in the truck. But so I went with my dad. Also, like her assisted living house is a lot closer to where I live. So instead of my stepdad going all the way out to my family reunion and picking me up, he just met us at the assisted living place. But my dad and I, we took my great aunt up to her little apartment because it's basically what it is. It's a little apartment. She's a little kitchen area, a cute little living room, and she's got a separate bedroom and a bathroom. And so I'm just really glad that she is enjoying her time, that she likes it there, that she's doing better than she was. She has round the clock care if she needs it. Most of the time she doesn't need it, but it's there if she does because she's over 80 years old. Okay, like she can't really be living on her own. And she was living on her own for years. Um, so I'm just so glad that she's back, that she was there, and she was able to go to the reunion, which was amazing. But yeah, so I didn't do a lot of writing, but I did finish Briar's Hollow in the Archive Draft 1, which is super awesome, super amazing. And I learned how to make crochet scrunchies, and I worked on my mom's blanket. I made like one granny square, which made it to two granny squares, for my stepdad's blanket. So I've got a lot of crochet in my future because I'm working on like three different blankets actively right now. Plus, I'm making a cardigan for my sister. One of the blankets doesn't have to be done till April because that's a birthday gift for one of my nieces. So we're okay on that. But I want two of the blankets to be done by Christmas this year, and because that's for my mom and my stepdad. And then I would love to also finish the cardigan for my sister for Christmas. If I don't finish it by Christmas, it's cool. I can give it to her at her birthday. Her birthday's only a month later. I would still rather give it to her at Christmas. Yeah, I told my sister like how much crochet I was doing. She's like, "So you're saying that you overdid it like you always do." She's not the only person to call me out on this. I keep doing things and adding more things to my plate. Which if you can't tell from the things I've talked about before, I do tend to do that. It's a problem. It's a habit. It's a bad habit. But yes, officially all the words August has begun, and I will be my my current goal is the 18K officially. Unofficially, I'd love to get to the 80K. But I am gonna combine writing and editing word counts in there to get those words, just because I also do want to be working on Briar's Hollow in the Archive Draft 2, but I also want to work on Briar's Hollow and the Pixie Infestation, which is novella 2. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens. And how was your week last week? Did you achieve any of the things you wanted to achieve? Did you not have any goals but you still achieved things and you're like, hey, I surprisingly did this thing. If you did nothing, that's okay too. It's 100% okay. I barely did anything. Um, but I hope you have a great rest of your day, and remember, don't let the chaos take you. Bye.